Wait a moment. This isn't a furry visual novel. Hey guys, Nary here from Drake Wing Game, and me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Soulcreek. So last episode we left off, we were just exploring the village, and we got offered, basically, a fetch quest. So this will be our first quest in Horizon Zero Furry. I wouldn't say zero furry, there's quite a few. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes while entertaining you, and let's jump right in. Alarm saying you are up, and let's go. Okay. Alright. Mind if I take this? I hold the shotgun shell up. Of course. I'll be in the village square at my stall. I have eggs if you want to trade. I'll see. Let me handle this first. She gives me a nervous smile, then watches as I turn and head back towards the hall. Hey, isn't this exciting? We're like Zephyr detectives. You don't think we're getting involved where we shouldn't? Of course not. The tribeswoman sees Loken as an arbiter. He helps people. We can do that too. It doesn't take me long to find Barrow's home. Rusted wind chimes dangle outside the ugly hut, and the skull of a small animal is suspended on the front door. I scale at the grotesque decoration. I'm not even sure what animal it is. A fox? This is such a dumb idea. These aren't my people. I shouldn't be getting myself involved in their affairs. Just as quickly as my resolve wavers, I feel it reform with renewed strength. No! I'll prove to these people I'm just an ordinary decent human who means no ill will. I will not let this place beat me. I will not cower from it. Time to put this wit of mine to good use. I bang my fist on the door several times, feigning confidence in myself. No turning back now. A groggy voice can be heard within. There's a clutter as someone moves around. The door scrapes open. A grouchy weasel creature with graying fur, sullen brows, and a nasty croak to his voice peers at me from within. He's about my height. Who are you? I can't quite place his age, but he looks quite elderly. He's got a round, brutish accent. His shriveled eyes are parched and bloodshot, and his pupils shrunken. Has he been drinking? You're Barrow? Fucking heck, you speaking to me? What are you? Oh, sorry, I'm human. I'm new to this fit. You's that new whelp the mutt's got, ain't ya? You ain't no fucking normal person, that's for sure. I'm certain he's under the influence of something. Not only are his watering eyes a dead giveaway, but his fingers are trembling and there are bloodstains under his nose. I bet he has been, abusing the Dawn Lily. I've decided that I don't like him. Is this yours? I hold up the shotgun shell. Barrow looks at it, then at me. What? Is what? Do you recognize it? He puffs his cheeks out and his gaze travels past my shoulder. I shift my weight to stay in his vision. I ain't seen it. My eyes narrow. Do you know Miya? I ain't seen her. But do you know her? Nah. Well, you're, 'cause I fucking know her, just not properly. He's lying. No kidding, he looks like he's as high as a kite. What should I do? Get aggressive. I bet he'll spill the beans with a little bit of pressure. Bite's advice hasn't let me down so far. Let's get pushy. You traded this thing to Miya for her linen and livestock. That fucking you talking about? You know that this is total junk, right? You traded it anyway. It ain't fucking junk, you pink prick. It's proper salvage, that. It isn't worth anything. How the fuck do you know? I just know. I have good wit. Man, I feel stupid saying that. I can see Barrow starting to crack. I'm getting to him. You gonna fuck off? You told Miya it was functional. Before I can stop him, he scraped the door shut and slammed it in my face. I don't hear him shuffling around inside, so I presume he's still at the door listening. Fine, I'll take this to the chief. She'll be thrilled to know that you've been swindling her people. That does the trick. The door gradually opens again. Barrow peers through with a hideous death glare. Fucking hell, why is that fair? Got told the same shit story myself, just trying to make me losses back. So someone traded this stupid thing to you as well? That's right, thought it was well valuable. Dunno. So it made some proper worth me time. Who was she? Some black runner. Came here last month. A cheetah. Had them black spots, they do. I wonder if Loken would know who that is. Look, I get that you got caught out by this as well, but you can't go pulling the same con on others. I lost a whole fucking month of mead, you prick! And now even more people have lost stuff because of this stupid thing. Why didn't you just tell Loken? He'd have helped. I'm a little taken aback when Barrow suddenly spits on the ground, his expression growing vile. Don't want nothing to do with that scabby mongrel. Barrow's voice turns caustic and fierce with vitriol. If you weren't so frail, I'd be finding it incredibly daunting. You got a problem with Loken? None of your fucking wax. You done ride my ass, human? Tell the bitch Miya I'll give her fucking cocks back. And her linen. Fucking fine. I hold out the shotgun shell to him. He grimaces at it. I don't want it. Too much hassle. I'm fucking done with black runners, too. Y'all tainted. Just fuck off, would ya? Once again, the door is rudely slammed shut in my face. I'm left staggered by what just happened. My heart is racing a little. I'm clearly not afraid of confrontation, but he was starting to turn nasty. So, this is what Loken has to deal with. So much for everyone looking up to him. There must be some history there. I bet this isn't the first time Barrow has gotten into trouble with that hound. I begin making my way back to the village square to find Miya. I can't believe Miya traded with him in the first place. People here will do anything to get their hands on salvage. Hey, you know what? I thought you handled that really well. Direct and to the point. Honestly, I have no idea where that came from. It just felt natural. Maybe you were skilled at handling disputes in your past life. Before the memory loss, that is. I think having you there made the difference, to be honest. I probably would have froze up without you. Nah, you'd have been fine. It's just nice to know you're in there, you know, watching my back and stuff. We make a good team. I make my way back to the village square to find Miya again. It doesn't take me long to find the mouse. I'm surprised, however, to see her already speaking to Takhi. I thought she'd been sent to find Aeon. Does that mean he's here too? I might finally get some answers. Speak of the devil, here's the rat. It's Alex. Is Aeon here? Can I see him? Nah, not yet. He's gonna get here tomorrow. Hopefully. He's real keen to meet you. Ugh, not as keen as I am to meet him. How did you get back here so quickly? Rode all night and all morning. That was fast. Heh, it was easy. He was easy to find. Stubborn mole doesn't like moving around too much. If anyone can tell you is what you are and where you came from, it's Aeon. Hey, heard you met our Miya already. She slaps a hand on the mouse's shoulder and squeezes it. Miya grins, seemingly accustomed to Takhi's behavior. Our best mouse. Legendary chicken farmer, this one. Really knows her way around a nice big cock. Takhi, what will the human think of us? That we put our mouths where our tits are. She points a finger right at me. Seriously, Rat, Mia's a precious lady. You mess with her, I'll have you hung, drawn, stuffed, and turned into a wine rack. I wear your furless cock round me neck and bash people in the jaw with it for a laugh. This is like the third time you've threatened to chop my dick off. I think I figured out what caused the affliction. Ha! Maybe I just got a thing for disembodied cocks. I should hang him on a wall when I fuck. You don't have to be like that, Takhi. He's been great. He's helping me with the problem. Okay, so Takhi might be also a little bit fucking crazy. Yeah, she is a honey badger. I think that kind of goes with the territory. Takhi's stout ears twitch. Her interest chord struck. That right. What trouble you causing, Rat? I wish she'd stop calling me that, but I suspect asking her to knock it off would just make her double down. I guess I don't really mind the way she's jostling with me. Her teasing actually makes me feel a little more at ease. Some trouble with a guy named Barrow. Oh, for... What that fuck knuckle done now? I show Takhi the shotgun shell. Takhi frowns at it. The fuck is that? A shotgun shell. Hey, that is. You black runners all talk utter bollocks. It's just trash, okay? Barrow was trying to trade with it. I told him to return Mia's stuff. He's agreed. Oh, wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Alex. Don't mention it. I'm still going to tell Loken. There's much more to the story than I thought. Of course, thank you. If you ever need anything, please let me know. Hi, good on you, Rat. We need more like you getting shit done. What the hell you doing here on your own, anyway? You know, wandering about, getting to know people. You off your rocker? You shouldn't be skipping around without an escort this early. You're the last Zephyr. Might as well slap a dinner bell on your bollocks and see which clan fancies a human steak first. And you're fucking injured and all. Didn't Loken put a bunch of stitches in you? Dravonia suggested it. Takhi shakes her head disapprovingly. Yeah, well, the sun don't always shine out of her delicately sculpted eyes. Takhi? Hey, it's whatever, Miya. I'm first guardian. I can say what I like. I'll say that to her face, too. How do you think I got the job? Come on, Rat. I'm taking you back to Loken's lodge. You gotta rest that gas of yours. It's fine, really. I've taken Donnelly for the pain. Ha! Unlucky. Did you throw up? I snicker. The puke would have had some flavor to it, I guess. You never know. Still time. Get your butt moving, Rat. Takhi shoves me playfully by the shoulder to get me moving, then waves goodbye to Miya. See you around, Miya. Soon as I've walked the rat back, I'll get some shut-eye. Then we're catching up proper. As we're heading to the edge of the village, I notice almost everyone we pass greets Takhi by name. Many hold their hands out for her to clasp in passing, whilst others bow their heads in respect. People really like her, although I'm not surprised since she's very charismatic. I actually feel quite safe around her. I mean, I guess I feel safe around Loken too, but in a different way, even if he's staggeringly awful at communicating. I'll need to find some way of getting to know that hound. 'Cause you like him. Eat shit, Brain Butler! I'll admit he's kinda hot, but that's it. I bet you want to be his new chew toy. Fuck off! You good? Huh? Takhi addresses me out of nowhere. You cussing to yourself. I was? Yeah, heard you mumbling fuck off under your breath. Damn it, I need to be more careful. Sorry, just thinking about stuff. I'm kinda overwhelmed. There's a lot to get used to and... Hey, I get it. Your whole species is gone. Must be lonely. We exit the village and march back up through the forest towards Loken's lodge. To be honest, being the last human doesn't feel like a big deal. All I really care about is finding out who I am and where I come from. I really hope Aeon knows something. Did you not have no family? I shrug helplessly. If I did, they're gone. I must have had parents at some point. Or did I? I could have been built on a factory line for all I know, maybe grown in a lab. Parents ain't everything. Look at me, ain't never known mine, never will. How come? She blows a raspberry and dismisses the thought. Who the fuck knows? Paul was in a mating troupe. Ma died real young. I skipped learning math and joined Dravonia's warriors instead. Lucky me, I get to deal with shit like Barrow for me whole life. He seemed high when I saw him. Takhi grunts. Yeah, guys hooked on Dawn sugar. On what? Oh, is that like skooma? Oh my god. Or was it moon sugar? I think it was moon sugar. I think that's what it was called. Anyone who knows Elder Scrolls lore, correct me. Dawn sugar. It's a drug. You take a normal dawn lily and give it to the right people. They can turn it into dawn sugar. They grind it up, mix it with the right stuff, cook it up, dry it out, and then, boom, you got dawn sugar. It gives you a real fierce high, like skipping through clouds. The stuff is proper addictive, though. Way worse than regular dawn lily. Use it for any decent amount of time, it'll fuck you up for life. There's a real seedy trade going on for dawn sugar. Folks can get almost anything for a small pouch of it. Nowadays, only real decent Zephyr salvage, straight up from a Blackwater, will get you a few ounces of dawn sugar. I groan in understanding. That explains why Barrow was collecting so much Zephyr salvage. Aye, to trade for dawn sugar. Why doesn't Dravonia outlaw it? She sorta has, but it doesn't stop folks producing the stuff. Since you can't cook dawn sugar up without getting caught, folks do it inside black zones. What? How do they survive? Takhi rolls her eyes. They often don't. But there's no clans to lay down the law in the zones, so some folks sneak into them for other reasons. Raiders use them for shortcuts through Ilya. Criminals do all kind of crazy shit in them. Some clans exile folks to them, of course. Of course, most people who go into black zones just straight up disappear. Nothing you gotta worry about, though. You got Loken to watch your back. Soon you'll be as good as him. We exit the forest and begin winding back up the vertiginous path to Loken's isolated lodge. How dangerous are the black zones? Dravonia told me they drive people insane. I mean, if people sneak in there to cook drugs and take shortcuts and stuff, then they can't be that bad. Takhi stops mid-step and stares at me. Well, it's sorta true. Folks do sometimes lose their fucking minds if they spend too long in there, but not always. Ain't never been in one, so I couldn't tell you. Loken said he had 2 acolytes before me. Did they both die in black zones? Oh, that. Well, not both of them. One of them did, yeah. But that weren't no one faults but his own. And it won't happen to you so long as you keep sensible. What happened to his other acolyte? Look, stop thinking about all that. Just focus on resting up. Make sure you can walk properly before you think about running. Huh. They will not talk about that other acolyte. Interesting. So, you've never seen a demon either. She stops dead. Her cheery expression dies. What? Are you serious? Yeah, so? She looks past me, then avoids my eye. Nah, Rat, I ain't never seen one. Best ask Loken that stuff. Keep me out of it. She carries on walking. Her demeanor towards me has changed completely. I want to ask what she's afraid of, but she's made it clear that she won't talk about it. She doesn't say another word for the rest of the stroll back. It doesn't take long. Loken's lodge is only 10 minutes from the village. There you go. Get in there. Get the mutt's heater working and rest your cut up. You ain't doing anyone any favors by walking around flapping your folds like a virgin at an indulgence. Alright, fine, if Dravonia asks. Yeah, relax, Rat. I'll tell you where you are. Now go. I want to get some fucking shut-eye. Been riding all night, I have. Alright, go sleep. I'll be alright. I know you will. Later, rat. She barely acknowledges me with a nod before turning around and strolling briskly back the way she came. Once I'm back inside the lodge, I shut the door behind me and shiver. I was hoping it would be warmer inside, but the cold hasn't gone anywhere. There's still a few pieces of firewood left from last night, but I don't know how to start a fire using rubbing sticks like Loken did. I seek the refuge of the electric heater again. It whirs steadily to life as I flick it on. I sit cross-legged as it starts roasting my cheeks with hot air. Surprisingly powerful, this little thing. I'm already exhausted. I've noticed the pain in my side is mostly gone, so the dawn lily I took must be working. Could it be making me drowsy as well? Takhi was right. I should be resting. But I can't rest. I can't relax. The same unanswered questions are still rolling around in my mind like stones. Where have I come from? Where has Bite come from? How is he in my head? What am I? Now there's a new question. What are those demons everyone seems so freaked out about? Dravonia was ready to imprison and execute me because I couldn't prove that I wasn't one. Bite and I have been running on our Devilbots theory, and I don't see any other explanation. Hey, Bite, these demons, they must be controlled by some malevolent AI of their own, right? It could be a single AI controlling all of them, or each unit could each be an individual sentient program. Most likely it's the same technology that created me. Just promise you won't turn evil. It's tempting. By the sounds of it, there's two big differences between me and those demons. I'm not restricted to black zones, and you're in my brain, in a microchip. You think the demons caused a cascade? Maybe I knew about them before I lost my memory. A thought occurs to me. If I have encountered them before, could I still have memory data of them in my subconscious drive? You mean deeply encrypted memories? I could do a manual scan your subconscious to check them. Yeah, try it. Let's see if there's any mention of demons anywhere. All right. Initiating scan now. I don't think they would call them demons back then. You know, Loken is probably the best person to ask about these demons. Loken barely likes to string two words together. Can you imagine how that'll go? Hey, Loken, what's a demon? I put on my best Loken voice again. A demon is a demon. And what do demons do, Loken? They do demon things. And what are demon things, Loken? Things that demons do. Alright, I admit it, you do a good Loken. Still scanning your subconscious. Your brain is a real mess. Yeah, I never got around to dusting in there. Har har, you and your sarcasm. Hey, you want to see? See what? My brain? Like, with my eyes? Sure, you can help me search. Here, look. Wow. Your brain is really strange looking, Alex. Whoa. Neat, huh? What am I looking at? Part of your subconscious memory. How are you doing this? I'm converting the new, raw, encrypted data into a comprehensive format, then putting it in a heads-up display for you. I'm gonna pause it right here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!